You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Minor Family Dentistry and by the Sternberg Museum of Natural History. Minor Family Dentistry would like to bring you the following dental health tip. It's recommended to have a dental checkup no later than your child's first birthday. An adult should brush for a young child and monitor older children's brushing to ensure a good job is done. Flossing should start when teeth are touching. Minor Family Dentistry wishes you good dental health. Families, including children of all ages, are welcome. Minor Family Dentistry, 1010 Downing and Hayes. Find them in the Next Tech directory.
A new educational experience is being offered by the Sternberg Museum, and they need your help to get it started. This summer, Sternberg will launch new summer camps for students. They're running a fundraiser on rockethub.com to raise funds for supplies and tools. To donate to this cause, go to rockethub.com and search Sternberg Museum. Help them provide experiences for more discovery under the dome.
Discovery under the dome.
Hello, and welcome to You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. My name is Dana Stanton, and I'm the coordinator of early childhood grants for USD 489. And with me today is Lyndsey Crisenbery. Good morning, Lyndsey.
Good morning.
Now, first of all, Lyndsey, tell me, what organization do you work for, and what do you do there?
I am the executive director for CASA of the High Plains, and we take care of Ellis, Trigo, Rooks, and Gove.
Mm-hmm. What does CASA stand for?
It is court-appointed special advocates. So what we do if there's a child abuse and neglect case in the court system that needs a little extra attention, a judge will put one of our volunteers on the case to do an independent investigation.
Okay, and they become sort of an advocate for that child.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Now, there is an event coming up called Child Abuse and Neglect Prevention Month. Tell us a little more about that, which I would think would fit very well into your job and what you're trying to do.
Child Abuse, Neglect, and Prevention Month is just bringing awareness to the fact that child abuse does exist, child abuse and neglect does exist, and things that we can do to prevent it, to just bring awareness to it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know a lot of times, we were joking earlier that my 13-year-old thinks it's child abuse and neglect because we won't give him a cell phone. But specifically, I know this is a very sensitive, very serious subject. What is the definition of child abuse and neglect?
Well, child abuse is any time you bring harm to a child, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, sexual. Any time that you are bringing harm to that individual is abuse. And then neglect is when, if you're not feeding them, you're not clothing them, you're not providing them appropriate health care or schooling, that would be more neglectful.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know we all hear, these horrible things in the news of some of the cases that are in the national headlines and state headlines of children getting abused. But what can we do to prevent those things before those horrible things happen? How can we what's some prevention ideas?
Well, one is recognizing stress factors for parents. If something traumatic has happened in that parent's life, or, low on funds, or maybe they've kind of starting messing with alcohol or drugs, recognizing some of those factors, recognizing when parents are getting worked up. Mm-hmm. And then, if you can help talk to them, see what's going on. But, if that doesn't work, then recognizing signs on the children. Are there bruising that's unusual? Does the child seem severely underweight? And then making the right contacts for that. In Ellis County alone, in 2013, there were 68 new cases in the court system for abused and neglected children. Mm-hmm. And that's a pretty significant number. I think that brought our total in well over 100 cases currently in the court system for abuse and neglect.
I would imagine people locally don't know those numbers. I would think that they might think that's something that happens, in the big city, or certainly not here in Ellis County, but that is a problem that we have right here in our own hometown. Yes. So what are some of the activities that are going on to recognize this Prevention Month?
Well, some things that people can do is April 4th is Wear Blue. And so sporting the blue. Uh-huh. And then also you might see blue ribbons around town. You'll see pinwheel gardens. Mm-hmm. And that's another activity.
The Family Fun Fest.
Family Fun Fest is coming up. So there's a lot of great things. You might be seeing some posters around town talking about it. As an individual, we would ask you to plant a pinwheel garden. Mm-hmm. Just to show your support and that you're aware of the situation.
I know one of the grants that is coordinated through my office is a CBCAB, a prevention grant. And if someone would want more information about the Pinwheel Gardens or anything like that, they could call my office at 623-2400. If someone wanted to have more information about CASA and the services that you provide, how would they get a hold of you?
You can reach me by phone, which is 628-8641. You can also find us on the Kansas CASA website. We are on Facebook, or you can also email us, which is kscasa23@gmail.com.
Okay. Now, say there's someone who has some concerns about something, child abuse, or any of those issues. Is there like a national hotline or something like that they could contact?
Yes, the National Child Abuse Hotline is 1-800-4A-CHILD, or 1-800-422-4453.
Okay. Lyndsey, thank you so much for being here today, and we'll wear blue on April 4th. All right. You've been watching You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. Parents, remember, you are your child's first and best teacher. Thank you.
Thanks for watching You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You can watch the program weekdays in the noon and 9 o'clock hours. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Minor Family Dentistry and by the Sternberg Museum of Natural History.